From the rising of the sun till dawn, this is how the destinies of youth in Sierra Leone are going down to the drain. These youth spend their whole day struggling with what started as pleasure to what has become deterioration and regret. It's been years since KUSH landed in Sierra Leone, but in the last 2 years, Sierra Leone has seen devastating and alarming disintegration among many youth. They stumbled into a drug with no description for its devastation. Although used by both genders over the years, we have seen KUSH reduce vibrant men into apparitions of their former identities. The repercussions of the thematic drug on them is loss of appetite, weakness, and swollen feet, accompanied by an awful smell. The question now remains, what is the hope for tomorrow? Here at King Tom Bome, it takes a humanitarian heart to mingle with these KUSH victims. Today, after several secret tears and empathy, I forced myself to hear from them.
We really gains with time. So Monday para we don't tire. One commodity, papi. One commodity. Some man don't try in many ways for let it left the business here so. If they come back from the business.
Come on this country, I will not say really youth man don't want make better life for yourself because my people land oak now. Get license. If any oak can government count oak, we will go apply for oak, we will get oak. Find some.
The tragic fact of it all, they see its negative effects on others, but still find pleasure in consuming the drug. Those with swollen feet, according to them, are those that have been taking the KUSH for the last 2 years. This historic environment called King Jimmy is another breeding ground for KUSH victims. They explained how degrading their lives have become and the challenge they face in abandoning the drug.
This KUSH, we don't get bang. This KUSH, we don't get, but we not there. We see the whole waiting corporation man there. So they pass the smoker. So they we not there for let you go get some waiting and pass involved beside there. Who job there? Who they per work? No need for let you go. You come out the proof say you go smoke.
I made this KUSH can and this country as well. That my life is not steady, and they will do not see when I correct thing. And 1 year and I don't live by this so. This injury. And the smoke, all the smoke. A small son ain't come up at me. Small son ain't come up at me. But whether they tell you for long for smoke, will not be the least thing. So who be the smoke, that is the tea worst.
Nah, I don't use to I don't say this. I don't want to remember what I said so mama people see that they say for me. Mama do everything now. Mama I am standing now. I don't go and stand like I don't tire.
It's not go easy for let something to addict inside your life. They are at the same time. You left and one thing. You get for take time. For let you left from. One life by you. So any kind of government say I do something for this salary scheme and this country. So everybody go like back. Now they get money self now. The money is still game. The money they get game no stick money again at the country. I think.
Lately, I have been seeing bandages on their feet, and Connaught's government main referral hospital has helped greatly in attending to their damaged wounds.
At the beginning, the food is so desperate, it's rotten smell, but we use chemicals for make let scent go because you know anybody will get in food then they they feel like if you fine. But the way it is, we try for encourage them. How would they make them? We tell them people then say we will not go, especially some of them way now from poor homes and they come out. We tell them say that drug mina. When I would give them because they need high protein diet. They advise them say this thing are enough final when I left for take it. When I continue most of them they don't even see to us. The requirements some they not get.
In Sierra Leone, many, if not all families, have been affected either directly or indirectly by KUSH. From individuals to families, the issue has now become a national concern, with heartfelt appeals from relatives and humanitarians to put an end to KUSH consumption in the country.
Like me, a victim because I get my young cousin brother already part this KUSH business now, and I'm not happy about that. They don't destroy in life. So they extend, they go and do funny things, they go and thief. So they are who they beg Papa government, let him help we. Let them pull this thing at this country.
Condition of war we exchange for Alhamdulillah for praise and for that. But first of all, this we know feel good to us, we young brothers them, young sisters them, to us this KUSH, because I think this way we don't go to many lives them concerned about young brothers them, young sisters them. So they appeal to the government, let them still put hand for let them try how people of Allah, the leaders them, the one them will be say they bring these drugs, let them able attack them, let them able warn them, let them able advise them.
So this year, because now the first time this, when they meet the body then are street, then go take them 3 days. Now so then they begin to suffocate people there before then they go take them. Then they all tell well now the country. We are with the big Papa government. Let able stop this year so when they go now the country. This is not fine for we, not fine for the picking away the car. Because this it don't affect anybody in this country. I like you picking on the boy friend. Sometimes you go there.
You see them with the soul foods them. Some need the worker find against if we don't get the soul foods. Some they link now where the worker then status is not too good. They are with the big Papa government. They are with them pissed up to this year. If not so down there in salon, we go short enough young man there with young ladies then at this country. Dear Papa government.
Brains have been lost and some are still struggling with the effects of the drug. Abat Musa was a student at Frobe College, but today he is grappling in the slums. He narrated his story on how it all started.
Don't pass 8 years, man, and they can waste 2 life then no more. Una good students then from Frobe College. Yeah, sooner they are just give up no more everything for this drug and myself I don't gains, bruh.
The situation does not seem to be ending soon. However, many are tired and are now calling for help. At Kisike Step, I crossed paths with 28 years old Ibrahim Toure, who is tired with the condition of his life. Before now, Connaught Mortuary has been burying unclaimed corpses in Freetown to ensure befitting burials are given to loved ones. But there are constraints. According to mortuary attendant Sinekama, bodies are abandoned by relatives for weeks. Due to the recent refurbishment of the mortuary facility, it has been confirmed that they will no longer cater for unidentified corpses to maintain the structure.
Let's don't try the enable best. For the past 30 years, they provide the facility for keep them, but they are willing to pay single cent. You understand? So why all that the other ministry or the other agencies in Ogo Council laws done together for law develop an SOP, which of course we have did our own side. The minister then do one. The permanent secretary they all do one. They work towards what in parliament says. So I don't know the other bodies there. So we, before we get for accept unidentified corpses there, we get for cause a lot of challenges because for accepting it can cause this place in smell one.
Metropolitan Police is a department at the Freetown City Council. In 2024, a responsibility from the Mayor of Freetown and the Chief Administrator was given to Sergeant Mohammed T. Bangura alias Stensmed to collect and bury destitutes in Freetown. On the 20th of October 2025, at exactly 12:15 p.m., I joined the burial team on their daily operation. This was where our discussion became realistic. At the first point, we picked up a corpse at bus station, another at Malamatoma Street, leaving traders in a discomfort state. From Malamatoma Street, we turned the wheel to Thompson Bay. Where another decomposed body was collected. My tour with the team ended with the 4th pickup at Ferry Junction that very day. In the vehicle with the deceased individuals loaded at the back, the smell left me in a state of awe. The pickup at Ferry Junction saw the gathering of many. Each body was searched thoroughly before departure. Sadly, in my presence, KUSH substances were identified in each of their pockets. Circular Road Cemetery is one of the burial sites where bodies of KUSH victims are buried in twos to save space. However, the worry has been the number of bodies being buried since January this year.
From the start of January 1st to the 20th of October, I don't bury 246 total. From January 1st to October 20, 246 today. This is sanitation of this. This whole off back even tell people in the back, they load the back, go to the house. All the one in our hits. And teachers don't sit in at the field happen. Or they take the body and how they pick up them.
This is how exposed staff of the burial team were, with no proper gears to protect themselves, despite the complexity of collecting such bodies. A staff of the burial team complained about his health risk, being a father.
I would take that proper business. Somebody meet I don't want to, somebody meet I don't want all kinds of things. What time the government do for we? They buy foreign books, they buy for still the way for take pop out, body bag, chemical, all kinds of and glove, body bag, all they buy for you.
Amidst numerous raids, crackdowns, arrest and burnt down of cartels by government authorities to eradicate KUSH in the country, the drug is still rampant, visible, available, and accessible by youth.
Today, December 27, 2025, here so na under bridge na Congo Cross. This na the reverse of the one them where they smoke am.
Sam the KUSH, don't bug me head, yeah. Sam the KUSH, don't bug me career. A small bush, don't turn out that thing, yeah. All man they push, where you pass na area. What are the
Youth around Kleintown were spotted rapping and smoking KUSH in the broad daylight in the early hours of Thursday, 3rd December 2025. Even at the cost of 50 leones per pack, as they confirm, they still hustle to buy it, an urge they say they can't resist.
They said it's crucial. So if me want to able get
Their deterioration is a reflection of their damaged wounds that comes out with profuse smell. This situation and description are not different from youth at Godrich Funke and those at Malama Thomas Street, who have also regretted their action as they look forward for transformation.
A small push, but another thing, yeah. All man go push, where you pass na area. You know the sky, but if you come die, I start full, not so you body this, you just a dry, If I say I like how I see you, not lie, Remember them they cry, Where them they watch them picking them they die, Do ya we they beg the mommy and the guy, Cause now we wanna sell them go buy, These KUSH are deadly. So, with all due respect, I'm not talk waiting, you don't know. Who say you the way life they give me on the lolo. Don't they do music more than a decade ago? Say now man them no blow. Your speech was nonsensicality. Excuse me French. Me not so non-entity, but still in a trench. Just one escape reality. Eventuality, no matter the quantity, the dust not the quench. Now I no get nothing when I'm me own. For KUSH don't sell me asset, sell me phone. Where the feeling can camper me in all the pamper.
I could go on and on. What you've just seen is a reflection of how the youth of Freetown look like. From Toke to Tumbo, Godrich to Aberdeen to King Tom to Model to Duazak to New Englandville to Calabar Town to Kisii You name it, it's devastating. The same tactics that were used to put down Koko Samba in Freetown is urgently needed to drive KUSH.
Law enforcement and the protection of lives and properties have been the primary mandate of the Sierra Leone police. The police have cracked down on drug peddlers, arrested drug substances, and burnt down cartels in the country, says ACP Brahma Kamara, head of the Sierra Leone Police Media.
We try as best as possible to disrupt the supply chain from the point of view of manufacturing and production to distribution and to, how do you call them, to the wholesalers, the retailers, and then the consumers. So this strive should be taken. One, from the point of view of production, if we have information that it is being produced somewhere, we always try to intervene and arrest those who should be arrested. And if we had the import those materials used to produce the KUSH through the ports, or maybe through the airports, or maybe through the how do you call them, the borders, the land borders. If we are there, we have the information, and then maybe applying our policing tricks, we can arrest them and then prosecute them.
Beside raids, community outreach has been another strategy the police has been embarking on, sensitizing communities on the dangers and effects of drugs. Superintendent Samuel Sayo Kante is a deputy head Community Relations Department, SLP.
We started to educate, inform and conscientize our personnel. From there, we used to target various communities. Of course, market women, schools, and of course the downtrodden, the ghettos. We usually visit them, talk to them about the danger of drugs, specifically KUSH. We will continue this fight and will ensure that various communities or all the communities should join the Sierra Leone police to fight this menace.
But in all of these, citizens are of assumption that much has not been done as far as the police are concerned, citing the release of suspected dealers hours after arrest. Established on the 4th of April 1997 with aim to address issues of national importance and to promoting peace and religious tolerance through community dialogue, the Interreligious Council Sierra Leone has not only preached religion but has also given dignity to people. The authority the council acquired from the Lome Peace Accord was seen in the role they played to end Sierra Leone's 11-year civil war, and drug abuse has been a very serious concern to the council considering its ripple effects on the country.
As far as the Interreligious Council is concerned, we have a positive record of an institution that have worked very hard in the past to stop a lot of challenges that we have in this country. Ebola, Corona, we have always been the fountain of institution that has the largest capacity and ability to surmount those menaces in this country. And as a result of that, we are also of the opinion that with the intervention of Interreligious Council in the fight against KUSH, we will be able to surmount it within the shortest possible time. We have challenged our people to be more robust in preaching against the use of drug in Sierra Leone, on their pulpits on Sundays, on their members on Fridays, and at every opportunity of gathering that they have.
Established by an Act of Parliament to lead in the fight against drug and illicit trafficking, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has been in operation since 2008. The head office at Walpole Street in Freetown shows a constraining picture, not depicting an office battling with a crisis, but with an atmosphere appearing quiet and empty. The agency's Director for Drug Prevention, Education and Training, Ibrahim Dugba, spoke about the components of the agency as they have been as the agency's constrained to carry out its duty.
Some of the challenges the agency is faced with is with regards vehicle, financial resources, and as well as capacity, employment. The entire agency is composed of 25 paid up staff, and we have a population of over 8 million. So if 25 paid up staff, we have 16 districts, right? We need to have our staff deployed in almost each and every of these districts, each and every of these chiefdoms. But unfortunately, we are not visible in all of those places. And as a result of that, that hinders our effectiveness and efficientness in the fight against drug and harmful substances. We have porous borders. And if we have our men deployed within those border axes, those borders areas, suspected border areas or crossing points, we can be able to attack those who are trying to smuggle drugs into the country.
Pharmacy Board Sierra Leone is one of government agencies in the country regulating pharmaceutical practice and products.
This message goes to both the buyer and both the seller, because if there are no buyers, there will be no sellers. Those who are buying, please, that's not a good way to go. At least one thing that I will say, within any 5 kilometers in this country, you must come across a health center. Make sure you go there and get your medicine from the appropriate authorities. If you don't go to the health center or hospital, you can go to even licensed pharmacies, drugstore or patent shop. They can provide medicine for you. For you who is selling, be rest aware that indeed it has come to an end. And I'm going to encourage you, go after you, and definitely you are going to be apprehended and prosecuted.
At night, I stumbled into the moths and garbages at Waterloo, Bome, to get in touch with KUSH victims that have isolated themselves due to their present condition. They were found comfortable at the container which has become their dwelling place.
The stench here smells like dead bodies, but they are still alive. They are somebody's children who once envisioned a brighter future for a child. What amount of wealth could justify the harm created by peddling KUSH to these youth? Who will wish to see her child in this state? More or less find comfort in seeing other children dying. Life is a fertile garden where people reap what they sow.
Don't know say me na junkie, don't fever zombie. This thing evil, this thing na devil. It don't deteriorate me to a whole other level. Not so this man been expect man don't losing respect. Now the people they look me like rebel. Sam the KUSH, don't bug me area. Sam the KUSH, don't bug me career. A small bush, don't turn all that in ya. All man they push, where ya pass na area. What are they try? Myself no one die, I start full eye. Not on me body, this I just a dry. If I say I know I left, I'm a lie. We mama them.
The stench here at Wallace Johnson State in the central part of Freetown attracted me to these KUSH victims, greeted frequently by flies. Unlike the gentleman with 1 decayed feet, 21-year-old Fatmata Bangura has become crippled. Both feet have decayed. According to her, she spent the whole day in the same position. She called for her feet to be amputated. The effect of KUSH has been largely linked to the high rate of unemployment among youth in Sierra Leone. Even though some try their best to make ends meet, they confirm the money can barely take care of their daily meal.
Beside the egg, I love this throat here because of this neck and I don't make for throat. This way help me. I then 5-6 months and they help me for normal family living. Not over come on, they pay we work no day. Beside work they pay no more. And then come for cancer for myself.
But we get paid too much for this work here. Work no day, now work no day, now make no more we do this work here. Then who they go shop as them customer them back, then they pay we.
Abroad. See what I want to do. But you're better. Work no day, now make we do this work. Work no day, my wife is no more than 1,000. So we get 4% of 1,000.
Among the policies of the Ministry of Youth Affairs is to empower young people, focus on development and the well-being of young people in the country. But who will the commission empower when drug is uprooting the souls of those that should be protecting the future of Sierra Leone?
As a ministry, our focus, not just for the KUSH victims now, every other young person who is yet to contribute meaningfully to society, we're trying to ensure we anchor them on skills acquisition. So skills acquisition, by that we mean like you, the journalist now, you are here, you're doing the interview, you have another person doing the video recording, another person will be doing the props or whatever you call it.
Nationwide campaign through entertainment has also been back on to eradicate KUSH in the country by Sierra Leone All Stars, a renowned group of Sierra Leonean entertainers. The aged in Sierra Leone has also frowned at the state of youth currently in the country.
I'm 78 years old. From where I come up, I'm not sitting like this one day, and the first time this year, sitting like this. This push where they kill them, picking them now, where they kill you, picking them. You know, they switch we don't know what to do, but we know say, by God in grace, we go able for drive out KUSH at this country. I will picking them, make them go survive. Because they die no more.
Sierra Leone oldest and only psychiatric hospital located in Kessie currently hosts 90% of drug victims instead of mental health cases, says acting medical superintendent psychiatric hospital Dr. Elizabeth Aliyu. The effort by government authorities to end the use of KUSH in Sierra Leone focuses and targets KUSH sellers and retailers in communities, leaving behind the importers, manufacturers and KUSH tycoons. This shows that the foundation still remains whilst the branches are cut off. Though KUSH appears to be the deadliest drug currently, drugs like tramadol, ecstasy, fantasy and cocaine are also on the rampage. The effect of these drugs have threatened turning Sierra Leone into a narcotic state, which is very unusual and worrying. Amidst the number of deaths recorded as a country, it is incumbent for Sierra Leoneans to work with a patriotic mindset to end the menace, or else the future of the country, which rests on the shoulders of the youth, would wipe away. Together we can.